Greg Ulmer's concept of electracy is an important idea that has redefined how we should learn. The theory sets out to explain the progression into a culture saturated with electronic media and its implications on learning. In today's world, learning should be closer to invention than to memorization or to verification. In the 21st century, there is no escaping technology and its implications on learning. Not only has technology created an easier pathway to gaining access to information, there have also been great improvements on communication and collaboration technologies, which students should engage with and take advantage of. In today's world, one needs to be not only a literate student, but also an electorate learner. It is obviously important to know how to read and write, but in order to truly be successful and to fully learn in this new digital world, having the skills and facility for electronic media is becoming almost essential. Someone who truly wants to learn should be invested and integrated into the material. An electorate learner does more than just memorize facts and regurgitate information. Instead, because of the converged world we exist in, the electorate student will integrate his or her own perspective and experience into the learning process. Being actively involved in creation and exploration of a subject can help to engage students in a topic. For example, a student might learn about a concept better if he or she can see the value and application to his or her own life. It would be of benefit for students to be able to provide their own perspective instead of having a textbook of someone else's interpretations just handed to them. In my experience, however, there are not many courses or schools that attempt to integrate active electorate learning. Not only is there not a lot of integration of new media technology into the current curriculums, there is also even less integration of the student's perspective, nor is there much allowance for students to explore it and to build their own learning. Although I don't think anyone has yet discovered the best way to create a classroom centered on electracy, I think there are some who are beginning to see the advantage to having active student participation in a course through the different media channels available. Through some research, I have found some examples of teachers attempting to incorporate electracy and its tenets. Some of the tenets of electracy can clearly be seen in these emerging teaching practices. A majority of these practices attempt to incorporate new media and allow for students to play and explore the material while also socially connecting with others. In addition, these attempts at electorate teaching include integrating platforms normally used for entertainment and not for education. The first example comes from a professor at Wayne State University. This professor was teaching a class on electracy and decided to integrate the social media platform Twitter. He asked his students to engage in traditional discussions about the topic, but he also required that the students explore Twitter and use it to post about electracy periodically. The professor used Twitter as a forum for real-time discussion about electracy. Not only were the students able to post for their class, but also others were able to interact with them and provide feedback. This allowed for a social learning process in which people can build ideas off of one another. It also served to extend the discussion past the physical walls of the classroom. This activity also pushed students to be more creative in their observations and reflections. Twitter's limit on characters made the students work to be understood and to fully express their ideas. In addition, students could link outside material into their tweets in order to build the conversation. These are just small examples of ways that electronic media can benefit and supplement learning. In addition, this assignment was first designed before Twitter really became popular, and therefore shows how an electorate learner can develop skills in not only the material he or she is learning, but also in using digital technology. Teachers willing to integrate electronic media can help students develop new skills while also allowing them room to creatively explore the concepts they are learning. Another example of an attempt at electorate teaching is from a graduate seminar class who brainstormed ideas on how to teach writing using technology. Their consensus was that Tumblr would potentially be a beneficial way to incorporate Ulmer's electracy into a skill that is normally associated with basic literacy. Tumblr was deemed an innovative format for writing because it allowed for the integration of media outside of general text. On a Tumblr, students could learn to write and create using pictures, videos, links, music, etc. The graduate seminar related this type of integration to Ulmer's stance that graphics and images should be incorporated into a networked classroom. In addition to allowing for media integration, Tumblr also serves a social purpose. Not only could the students share their work with the teacher, but also with other students and the rest of the digital world. According to the graduate seminar, this open socialness of the medium would also make the work seem less like the traditional unconnected aspect of homework. A final example of the attempt to create an Electrate class is that of a professor at California State University at Long Beach. This professor took it a step further and created an interactive social website for her class using Ning, a platform for creating a social networking website. Overall, the website allowed for the class to extend beyond the strictures of a classroom or a curriculum. This professor's site includes forums on different topics, blogs, photos, videos, workspaces, etc. Essentially, the entire class was put onto a website and became available for interaction. Students posted notes, talked with each other, viewed and commented on videos, and lectures from outside sources. In my opinion, this is the most Electrate of the teaching practices I've presented today. This professor opened up a forum for exploration in both guided and unguided practices. There is entertainment to be had as well as integrated learning. In addition, the professor even recognized the site's merit and progress and entitled it Inventing the Electorate Apparatus. These three examples are only the beginning when it comes to incorporating digital technology and an Electorate style of teaching in the classroom. There are so many new technologies being developed every day, and I think that these technologies open up opportunities for innovative and creative new teaching practices that need to be taken advantage of in this ever-increasingly digital world. There is still progress to be made in fostering a truly Electorate society. One of the first steps is its integration into education. I think that although Electorate practices are slowly beginning to infiltrate teaching, more teachers need to become aware of the theory before application of these practices becomes truly widespread, and society recognizes the benefits of moving beyond simple literacy into Electracy.